Welcome back to the Feral Man Project. Today we're outside fighting mosquitoes, but we're going to be talking about pistol braces, the ATF, and the NFA. To me, it just doesn't make sense banning pistol braces. I feel like it's just a money grab, because there's no way that banning pistol braces or stocks or whatever makes them any safer. Let's say that with this free registration period that they're doing, this amnesty period for something that was already legal to have, let's say that there's 100% compliance. Now they say there's between 10 and 40 million of these pistol braces out in the world. That's a huge number, but let's just say there's 100% compliance and everybody registered them now. Did the ATF do anything to make us safer? No. Did they do anything to take any guns off the streets? No. Did they regulate anything? No. And I'm sorry, but does it seem like the ATF really is heavy on the F, the firearms? I mean, I'm sure that they regulate alcohol and tobacco, but there again, it seems like they're making these laws that just don't make much sense. I'll give you a case in point. This here is a rifle. It's an AR-15 with a 16-inch barrel on it. Now, I do have a flash hider on there that is a quick connect for my suppressor. But so this is a rifle, totally legal as a rifle, just fine. This is also considered a rifle, however, it's got a 14.5-inch barrel. But this muzzle device is pinned and welded on the bottom, so it becomes 16.1 inches, so it's a legal rifle, thus letting me put this vertical grip on there. But this gun here has a 13.7-inch barrel, and with this linear comp on there, even if it were pinned and welded, which this one's not, even if it were pinned and welded, it only ends up being like 15.9 inches or 15.75 inches. So I have to have a pistol brace on there for now, which as of making this, it's May 25th. Pistol braces are still okay to have, but as of May 31st, they're gonna be illegal, all that stuff, which is probably why you're watching this video. My point is, do these guns look that dissimilar, or does this one look more dangerous than this one? And if you put a vertical grip on a pistol, then it becomes in any other weapon. Does that make any sense? So I can have a vertical grip on an AR, but I can't have it on this one, because then that would make it into a rifle or some crazy notion that they've come up with. I'll tell you what, this gun here, it's a fantastic gun. I've got a Roscoe barrel on there, 1 1/8 twist. I can hit beer cans all day long at 100 yards. I got a little 2x7 scope, and it's an awesome gun, but it's no more dangerous than this one. Guns themselves are not dangerous. It's the people holding them. The hands, the minds of people is what's dangerous. Let's get that straight. Guns aren't dangerous. None of these guns are gonna jump up and shoot anybody, not unless the person holding them decides to do that. You could do that with a knife, a hammer, a handgun, whatever. Here again, this is an AR pistol. And again, pistol braces are still okay right now. But you know, I like to keep something like this because it's a little bit more compact, but still, I mean, they say that the AR pistols are more dangerous because you can hide them. Like, where am I gonna hide this? In my conceal and carry holster inside the waistband? Give me a freaking break. Sometimes I just don't want to push a 16-inch barrel out there, because for a truck gun or for, you know, close quarters type practice, it's just handier. I like having a shorter barrel. I like having the flashlight right there. Just a lighter, more compact type of weapon. But there again, you know, you've got 2 pistols and 2 rifles. And so you're telling me that this one, once it's pinned and welded on there, isn't dangerous anymore. It's fine because it's a rifle. Now I know everybody will have you believing that the AR-15 is dangerous. Well, the biggest danger of the AR-15 is once you get one, you want more. But having the muzzle device pinned and welded on there versus this one's wrenched on with blue Loctite, I mean, pinned and welded, what difference does it make? So I think the ATF needs to take a real look at, is there a danger with pistol braces? The answer is no. And like I said, even with the pistol brace registration or the short barrel rifle registration, now you can have a short barreled rifle. You just have to pay your $200 tax stamp. So it's dangerous until you pay the government their fee. Then it's not dangerous anymore because the same person can have it. I mean, I could pass a background check, obviously. So if I could pass a background check, what's the difference if it's a shorter barrel or a longer barrel? I don't know. This whole pistol brace thing has got to get figured out. I think the NFA needs to be repealed, abolished, whatever you want to call it. It's outdated. Suppressors for sure shouldn't be on there. Why should I have to pay a $200 tax stamp that does something not even as good as 25-cent earplugs? I like having a suppressor because I like to shoot and not have to wear earplugs all the time. If I'm hunting, you know, I've got a 30 cal suppressor. I like to bring my kids with me out in the deer stand, and if they're sitting right there, I don't want to have to put earmuffs on them or put earplugs in them or have them cover their ears if I'm going to take a shot. I don't want to have to be disturbing my neighbors. It's ridiculous to me that something that mitigates hearing loss is regulated under the NFA. The NFA just is ridiculous to me altogether. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have different opinions. I'm sure there's some people that have the same opinion. I guess to me it doesn't make sense, but there's a lot of things that don't make sense to me. I think it's ridiculous though, but we'll have to see how this pistol brace update goes, or not update, but the ruling rather that's in the courts right now. It looks like, you know, it's got a week left, and I'm sure it's going to pass, and hopefully eventually it gets repealed, but I'm sure there's going to be a big fight, and we're going to have to stand up and, you know, take these things back. Once they start eroding away at our Second Amendment, which they already have, we're not going to get things back. They're just going to keep taking more. So we need to put a stop to this. All right, that's about all I got for today. Thanks for tuning in.